This is the lab for VRRP. In this scenario, the user network uses two subnets, 10.1.1.0 and 10.1.2.0. The latter is the secondary subnet. VLAN is being used. Let's go to action item number 1. Configure the default gateway for this network using a standard redundancy protocol. The default gateway IP addresses must be 10.1.1.1 and then .1.2.1. Make sure that router 1 has more priority than router 2. Router 2 must have more priority than router 3. And router 3 must have more priority than router 4. Start with router 4. Okay, let's go to router 4. Right now there are no default gateway in the network. So let's configure first 10 VRRP. We must supply the group number. The priority is 100 by default, so I should not enter this. It's here. Notice that right now router 4 is the master, so when I enter this command, now router 3 becomes the master, and router 4 will give up its role and become a backup. So let's see, it's here. And now router 2 becomes the master because there is preemption enabled. So now this should be able to ping for gateway. I'm sorry. Oh, it was wrong. Okay, now we should be able to ping the internet. Let's do a trace. We are going out through router 1. And for the returning traffic, we're coming down through router 1. So there is, this is working correctly. The traffic is symmetric, and this is a virtual MAC address that must match ARP. So let's go to action item number 2, configure object tracking with interface P60, subtract 20, and test it. Okay. So we have to create a routing object. We cannot track it directly. So we must create track 1 interface POS60, then protocol, then interface give it 10, VRRP1 flag 1 increment 20. That's it. We're going to configure this at each router. Then the decrement. Okay, now let's test it. Let's go into interface 6 and shut down. Show VRRP. Now this router is no longer the master, but it is now the backup. The priority went down 95 because it is tracking object that will be decrementing 20. So we are now going to router 2, which is the active master. I'm sorry, master. So now let's do that here. Down, show VRRP. Now it's the backup. Now router 3 is the master now. And now we are going through router 3. So let's shut down the interface and test show VRRP. This is no longer the master. Now router 4 is the master router. Now we should be going through router 4. Okay. Action item number 3, restart the network and capture some packets. Okay, let's go to let's see, so no shutdown to restore the network. Now router 1 should be the master again. Let's capture some traffic. Okay, these are the announcements. VRRP using this destination address 224.0.0.18, which is a multicast, and it is using protocol 122, TTL set to maximum number. Version number 2. This is an advertisement. No authentication. That's it.